Oh, what's happening? What's cracking? What's happening? Mm. We are in the building. We are in the building, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Mm. What's up, everybody? Yeah, man, my commanders, man. My Redskins, man. Shout out to the skins, man. My skins, man. My skins, man. We won our first playoff game in 20 years. It's a long motherfucking time, bro. Jesus Christ. 20 years. And I remember that, man. I remember that game. I remember all them games, man, back in the day, man. I remember all those back in the games, man. I remember all those games. I remember all of them. Joe Gibbs, man. Salute to the Wizards, man. I mean the Commanders. Salute to them, man. Salute to the Commanders, man. Shout out to the Commanders, man. Rigo, man. Yeah, Rigo, man. Rigo a little bit before my time. He came along like right when I started watching it. Joe Theismann, that was the crew right when I started watching it, man. The Hogs. What a great time, man. The Hogs, man. We had the best offensive line in the league, man. The Hogs. Jay Schrader. Y'all don't know about Jay Schrader, man. He was our quarterback, man. Jay Schrader was a good quarterback, man. He just had he didn't win. He had bad timing, man. Jay Schrader, man, from UCLA, man. When we won the championships, we always had a different quarterback. We always had a different quarterback, man. Every time we won the ring, we had a different quarterback. But Jay Schrader was probably the best one, and he never won a championship. Shout out to Jay Schrader, man. Gary Clark, the posse, Gary Clark, Art Monk, Ricky Sanders, the posse. Those was the days, man. Parades, man. They used to let us out of school to go to the Super Bowl parade. Everybody be downtown watching the floats, the the floats go by, whatever they call them on. Those was the days, man. Time flies, man. Time waits for no one, my G. Time waits for no one, okay? Mm. We have all the years gone. But you know what? Wherever they go, man, we all are blessed, man. We all have been blessed, man. People say you wasted time. You should have been doing this. You should have been doing. How you know that? How you know what somebody else should have been doing? How do you know what somebody else should have been doing during their time? What if they would have been doing that and the other thing that they were supposed to be doing got them jammed up? What if the other thing you were supposed to be doing got you jammed up? What if you was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, man. Just gotta thank God, man. Praise God, man. Thank God. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, yeah, Jesus. How you know? How you know what you should have been doing? You should have been doing this, man. You should have been doing that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what I should have been doing. Daryl Green, Dexter Manley. Dexter Manley couldn't read, man. But he was a dynamic man. His personality. I think Dexter died, right? Dexter had one of the greatest personalities in football in football history, man. He was our Lawrence Taylor, man. Dexter Manley was our Lawrence Taylor, man. He was a dog. Oh, Dexter Manley was just as good as anybody at that position at defensive end. He was as good as anybody. Dexter Manley, man. And his personality, man. If you ever get a chance, watch he had a football life. They did a documentary on him, a football life. Dexter Manley. He was always in the news, man. Dexter Manley was always in the news, man, in DC, man. They loved him some Dexter, though, man. Dexter was loved, man. Dexter was loved, man. Dexter, man. Then on the other end, we had Charles Mann at the other defensive end. Charles Mann was the complete opposite of Dexter Manley. Charles Mann was buttoned up, polished, spoke well, did the right thing. Looked the part. It's like Dexter Manley was Kodak Black and Charles Mann was like I don't know none of these new rappers, man. But yeah, he was polished up, man. Shout out to Charles Mann, man. Those was the days. He had Dave Butts in the middle. Dave Butts, the nose guard. That's what they used to call it, the nose guard. Dexter's not dead. Great, great. Salute. Praise God, man. Dexter's praise God, man. Shout out to Dexter, man. I don't know where I thought I heard something like that, man. But praise God, man. Shout out to Dexter Manley. Salute to Dexter Manley, man. Dexter Manley, man. Praise God, man. Dexter Manley. He is like that. He the type, man. Dexter was a survivor, man. Dexter was a survivor, man. He been through a lot of shit, man. He's a survivor, man. Can he read now? I don't know if he can read, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think they said something about it in the documentary, man, the football life documentary on him, man. I can't remember what they said about it. But yeah, he made it through college without being able to read. Dexter Manley. Yeah, man. He was like our Lawrence Taylor, man. He was our Lawrence Taylor, man. Shout out to Dexter Manley. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Shout out to the Commanders, man. I love that quarterback, man. That young quarterback, man. When you got a quarterback, man, you can do anything, man. Anything's possible when you got a quarterback, man. Kansas City wasn't spit till Patrick Mahomes got there, man. Kansas City didn't win a championship for like 50 years till Patrick Mahomes got there, man.
Everybody, I'm Kelsey Kushner, and another top story that we are following tonight. 2 people are dead following a suspicious incident in Baltimore County last night. Today, we are learning a man and a woman died at a home on Aurora Lane in Woodlawn, who have now been identified as 23-year-old Angel Price and 18-year-old Daryl Carter. WJZ's Ashley Paul is live tonight. And Ashley, you spoke with neighbors who say there was quite a bit of activity on their street.
Yeah, Kelsey, I'm told that Aurora Lane was lined with police and ambulances after that initial call came in for assistance with a cardiac arrest. But when officials got there, they found a much different scene inside.
I'm sorry to hear that.
A quiet Sunday afternoon in this Woodlawn neighborhood, much different than the scene here on Aurora Lane last night just before 7:30.
There's a lot of police, a lot of Baltimore County police.
This neighbor asked not to be identified, but says this heartbreaking situation has rocked her normally safe neighborhood.
This is a result of chaos and confusion, and wherever there's chaos and confusion, you're going to have negative energy.
According to Baltimore County Police, officers found the bodies of a male and female inside one of these homes after an initial call requested help for a cardiac arrest. It's not clear how the 2 died, but homicide detectives are now investigating, calling the case suspicious. Neighbors say
a 23-year-old woman and an 18-year-old man found dead together, and we don't know how they died. Chaos and confusion.
Say the victims were a young woman and her boyfriend, and the woman's 2 young children were home at the time.
It's sad that the kids are involved. You know, adults make the decisions, and the decisions adults make, you know, they're going to have consequences. But it's sad when their decisions affect the kids.
And tonight, she asks for prayers for the children and peace for her neighborhood.
People have to, don't worry about what's going on outside. Worry about what you bring into your house.
And as police continue to investigate, they ask anyone with any information to give them a call at 410-887-4636. On your corner at Baltimore County Police Headquarters, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.
Awesome.
From WJZ, this is breaking news.
Well, hello, I'm Kelsey Kushner. As we come on the air, we are following a developing scene in North Baltimore. Police responded to an altercation where one security guard was shot. The incident occurred at a McDonald's on the 4400 block of Reisterstown Road. Police say they located an adult male suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Ashley Paul is near the scene with the latest and what the police are saying so far. Ashley.
Damn, they working Ashley to death tonight, huh?
And Kelsey, you can see behind me here, the scene is still very active. The McDonald's is completely blocked off to people and to traffic as police continue to investigate what happened here. Now, as you mentioned, we heard that Baltimore police tell us it happened just after 4 o'clock today on the 4400 block of Reisterstown Road. That's the intersection of Reisterstown Road and Cold Spring Lane. That's where police say some sort of altercation unfolded in the entryway to the McDonald's, resulting in one of the security guards getting shot. And tonight we're learning that homicide detectives have been brought in to assist in that investigation. Right now, we are told that security guard was taken to a nearby hospital, and right now he's listed in critical condition. According to police, they said that there were apparent gunshot wounds, plural. So right now, we're not sure exactly where on his body he was shot. But again, his condition right now is listed critical. Now, if you take a look inside the windows, it's a little tough to see, but there's forensics detectives in there breaking down the scene and trying to figure out exactly what
Damn Asian fucking forensic detective, man.
unfolded to lead to this shooting. So right now there's still a lot of questions as we work to figure out exactly what happened here, and hopefully that security guard will be okay. We'll continue to update you as we learn more information, but for now on.
Thank you, Jack Me Off. I really appreciate Jack Me Off, man. Jack Me Off says, we up in this bitch. Thank you for Jack Me Off, man. Really appreciate Jack Me Off. Let's see. Oh, he died. Damn.
Tonight, a security officer is dead after he was shot while working at a McDonald's in Northwest Baltimore. WMAR 2 News' Blair Sable joins us now. And Blair, you were there earlier today. What more have you learned?
Well, Mallory, we've since learned that the victim was 38 years old and a father to a teenage son who the owner of the restaurant also says works for her. Forensic teams and homicide detectives spent hours documenting the scene today, well before we received the update about his death. The call came in at 4:04 on Sunday afternoon. A shooting had taken place at this McDonald's on the corner of Reisterstown Road and West Cold Spring Lane. There, Northern District Patrol officers discovered a security officer suffering from gunshot wounds after a physical altercation with an unknown assailant. The victim was taken to the hospital where he later died. Owner and operator of the McDonald's location, Denitra Bell, said in a statement, quote, "I'm in shock and completely devastated by the tragic and senseless act of violence that occurred at my restaurant this afternoon. My deepest and most sincere condolences go out to the victim's family and loved ones, especially his son. For almost 2 decades, this McDonald's restaurant has been a place of community and safety, and I am committed to taking every possible step to ensure that this remains the case moving forward." And so far, we haven't heard of any arrests in this case or if Baltimore City Police.
So this McDonald's in Baltimore been a place of community and safety. Yo, what the? These people are nuts, man. They are absolutely positively nuts. There ain't nowhere in Baltimore that's a place of community and safety, man. Excuse me. What are you talking about, man? A place of community and safety. In Baltimore? Damn, RIP to that security officer, man. RIP to him, man.
A tragic case that shook Brooklyn nearly a decade ago is back in the spotlight tonight. The man convicted of killing 6-year-old Prince Joshua Avito in 2014 and injuring 7-year-old Michaela Capers has died in prison. News 12's Shakti Dennis spoke with PJ's godmother about his lasting legacy.
There's something missing in our lives, and it's that little boy. Right now, he would have been 17. I can imagine.
Prince Joshua Avito's life was brutally taken at just 6 years old.
He was a comedian. He was just so much. He had so much.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. He was a comedian, 6-year-old comedian. Well, you know what, man? Whatever, man.
And he was just so much. He had so much energy.
Daniel St. Hubert, the man convicted of killing PJ in cold blood and stabbing 7-year-old Michaela Capers in an elevator back in 2014, has died at Greenhaven Correctional Facility. He was serving a 46-year sentence.
I'm glad, because now you can't kill nobody else. You can't mess nobody else's family up. You messed us up.
The news brought back all kinds of emotions for the community and for PJ's godmother.
Some good, some bad, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be back. You're not bringing my godson back, so whether you're dead or alive, it doesn't make me a difference.
More than a decade after the tragedy, the memories of that day are still hard to process.
I try to stay away from that area so I don't have to think about it. But that day was crazy. That day took a lot out of all of us.
Michaela Capers, who survived the attack, is now in college and thriving. Here in East New York, PJ.
Wow. He grown and wow.
Now to breaking news. A man was shot and killed while driving a van in broad daylight today in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Naveen Dhaliwal live at the scene along Utica Avenue with the very latest. Naveen?
Yeah, Jessica, this shooting has shut down a part of Utica Avenue as the scene is very active. And one of the vehicles involved in the shooting is right there. It's the dollar van, the white dollar van with the orange stripe on it. And as we zoom in closer to the driver's side window, you can see a bullet hole. And police say the victim was shot as he was inside this van. Now, detectives say the shooting happened just before 1 p.m. here on Utica Avenue between Linden Boulevard and Church Avenue. A 25-year-old, they say, was shot in the arm and died at Kings County Hospital. Now, police confirm the gunfire was a result of a dispute between the suspect and the victim. Now, it's not clear.
These dollar cabs in New York, I've actually taken one of these in Queens, man, back maybe 20 years ago, right? It's just a van that somebody people drive, and they have a route, and it's like the bus, but it's not the bus. It's like independent. It's not part of a company. It's just a nigga with a van. Who from New York ever been in one of these, man? It's like a nigga, some dude get a van and he just take people. He I guess he map out a route, maybe to a subway station or whatever, through a bunch of different neighborhoods. And it's $1. I've been on one of those before. Yeah. So he probably, some nigga probably was didn't want to pay $1. Or some Negro was acting a jackass and he had to put him off. And a nigga kill you for that, man. Nigga kill you for that.
What the dispute was about or the circumstances that led up to the shooting. Now, Utica Avenue is lined with shops, local departments, and grocery stores along.
Utica is the hood, man. I think that's a Crip neighborhood.
Along with barbershops and the shots as they were fired, many were going about their day and many were startled. Take a listen.
It's crazy. I mean, we're not even 2 weeks into the new year, and we have to deal with violence.
All I've been seeing is the police, the B-35 has been being rerouted for the past half hour or the past hour. And then I'm hearing that it was a shootout.
And right at this hour, Utica Avenue, as you can see, still closed off. Now, as far as the person responsible, police say they took off in a white van. Police are searching for this person. Again, a 25-year-old dead at this time as a result of the shooting. We're live in East Flat.
Man. Jeez. How many likes I got, man?
A CBS News New York exclusive. A Long Island man is back home after serving a year and a half behind bars in a Caribbean prison. He originally faced 20 years for something that wouldn't even be a crime in most of this country. Carolyn Gussoff covers Long Island and has his exclusive story.
Cold air is welcome to Mike Wittenberg. It's how freedom feels after being locked up for 18 months.
The conditions were horrific. If you're not threatened by the inmates, you're threatened by the guards.
His nightmare began with a business idea when COVID shut down the conventions he ran for the vape industry. The now 43-year-old Valley Stream dad launched networking events.
We said, let's go to a cool resort in the Caribbean for a week.
And you had done this 7 times?
7 times prior to this.
No problems?
No problems.
Until this July 2023 event in the Dominican Republic.
I got out of a pool with my vendors, went to go sign for a package when I got 50 ARs pointing at me.
He had signed for a pallet filled with promotional items, but also inside Dominican officials sniffed out pills, gummies, and cartridges containing THC, the active ingredient in marijuana. He says it was 10 pounds of hemp-derived products that are federally legal in the U.S.
Did I know for a fact there was that stuff in the pallet? No, but I didn't. I thought it was a possibility. Was I stupid or ignorant? Yeah.
What? Hold on. What in the caucasity? What in the caucasity?
The U.S.
Did I know for a fact there was that stuff in the pallet? No, but I didn't. I thought it was a possibility. Was I? Did I know for a fact there was that stuff in the pallet? No, but I didn't. I thought it was a possibility. Was I? Did I know for a fact there was that stuff in the pallet? No, but I didn't. I thought it was a possibility. Package when I got 50 ARs pointing at me.
He had signed for a pallet filled with promotional items, but also inside Dominican officials sniffed out pills, gummies, and cartridges containing THC, the active ingredient in marijuana. He says it was 10 pounds of hemp-derived products that are federally legal in the U.S.
Did I know for a fact there was that stuff in the pallet? No, but I didn't. I thought it was a possibility. Was I stupid or ignorant? Yeah, but I wasn't guilty. There's a difference.
Wittenberg claims the vendors shipped their own goods, and he warned them to heed local laws.
I said, don't ship anything that is illegal in the country. I never touched a box. I never packed a box.
Yeah, but motherfucker, like, come on, man. It's your package, man. Shit. Nah, man. Nah, bro. Even if we believe your bullshit lie, you still at fault. But I think you fucking did that shit. I think you did that shit on purpose.
Followed, he says, an 18-month nightmare of corruption and desperation.
I was being charged with international narcotics trafficking. The penalty for that in the Dominican Republic is 20 years.
While he fought to stay alive, his mother was battling on 2 fronts, trips to the DR, in between chemo for cancer.
I didn't know what. Mama, shout out to Mama, man. I tell you, man, when I used to go to court as a younger man, and, you know, DC, you see all the, you know, out front, you know, it'd be a big line to get into the court building in the morning. You see all the little homies with their mamas, man. Everybody there with their mama. It's just mama, the only one that's gonna be there for you, man. At the end of the day, man, I swear, man, at the end of the day, I remember when my cousin got locked up for all that time, and you know, first couple of years I wrote him all the time. We would write letters all the time. This is back before email and shit like that. Before they had prisoners had email. This is like before social media and all that stuff, right? And then after a couple of years, I just started living my life. I fell off, and the other friends that would write him, they fell off, and the only person that was writing him consistently was his mama until he got a girlfriend on the outside and shit. But your mama only one gonna be there for you, man. That shit is so true, man. And when it come down to it, that's the only one gonna be there for you.
The penalty for that in the Dominican Republic is 20 years.
Well, he fought to stay.
Unless, of course, you got a wife. Now, if you got a wife, then yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about like single. If you single, the only person gonna be there for you is your mama.
Alive, his mother was battling on 2 fronts, trips to the DR, in between chemo for cancer.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
You felt that his life was in jeopardy?
Absolutely. Knives, fighting every day there, people getting killed. I emailed Governor Hochul. I emailed even President Biden. We got everybody, and nobody helped us. It's a narcotic issue. We can't get involved.
The United States Embassy didn't do anything except come see me once a month to make sure I wasn't dead. I'm an American citizen. I've never been in a pair of handcuffs in my life. They treated me like I was just another criminal.
Drug dealer. Because, like, literally, what you did, like, listen, dude. What you did was you brought drugs into the country. Your package had drugs in it. Nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Your package had drugs in it. They didn't do nothing wrong. The Dominicans didn't do nothing wrong. Your package had drugs in it.
Criminal that was probably trafficking drugs.
After $250,000 to lawyers.
In a pair of handcuffs in my life. I want to make sure I wasn't in a pair of handcuffs in my life. They treated me like I was just another criminal that was probably trafficking drugs. Citizen, I've never been in a pair of handcuffs in my life. They treated me like I was just another criminal that was probably trafficking drugs.
After $250,000 to lawyers and a letter his mother wrote to the Dominican president, he was offered 18 months if he pled guilty.
You can't imagine. Thank God he's home.
With a warning at a time cannabis laws vary dramatically by nation.
Be careful. Don't if you decide to
look like a drug dealer, man. You look like several things. You look like a thumb, a beanbag, and a drug dealer. Yo. Yo, my man, what the hell? Yeah, man, you look the part, man.
To go, don't do anything that might be wrong or questioned.
Wittenberg says he will return to the events business.
Yeah, my man look like a peeled potato, man. Yeah, you look like a peeled potato. Wittenberg.
But says he has what matters most, freedom and family. In Valley Stream, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS News, New York.
Wow. A spokesman for the State Department told us U.S. citizens are subject to the laws of foreign countries they visit. They can and do provide assistance, but cannot affect their release.
Yep. You lucky, man. You lucky.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. Police say they were responding to the attempted theft of an air conditioner when they encountered a man with a knife. Naveen Dhaliwal is at the scene in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx with the very latest.
The shooting happened in the stairwell of an apartment building here at 335 East 148th Street. Now, police say officers arrived for a 911 call saying an air conditioner was being stolen on the second floor. When officers couldn't locate that apartment, they walked down to the first floor and found a man coming up the stairs with a kitchen knife in his hand. Detectives say one officer told the man to wait, drop the knife, even putting her hand up for him to stop. The police say the man swiftly approached the officers, and that's when one officer fired her weapon, hitting the man in the torso.
We believe that the male with the knife was actually the 911 caller. After calling 911, the male exited the building and confronted them.
Oh, he was going to get the dude that tried to steal his air conditioner, man.
After calling 911, the male exited the building and confronted a male that was in the side courtyard of that building. The 911 caller then re-entered, started to run up the stairs right at the officers with a knife in his right hand.
Detectives say the man was taken to Lincoln Hospital, and we've learned that he is stable at this time. Now, police say the man spoke to the officers in Spanish, and right now it's unclear if the officers understood him and vice versa. In Mott Haven,
man, the only way to fix that is make mandatory. All officers got to do take Spanish classes, man. All officers got to be fluent in Spanish, man, because this stuff has got to stop, man. We can't have this happen again, man. Not one more time, man. I demand that all officers learn Spanish, man.
Naveen Dhaliwal, CBS News, New York.
Naveen Dhaliwal. Let's see what's going on with the fires. How many likes I got, man?
Scammers and looters have been taking advantage of the wildfires in Los Angeles, according to police, with one man dressing as a firefighter to try to burgle a home. 16 people have died in the fires and 16 are missing. More strong winds are forecast, but firefighters say they are making progress. One of the four fires burning through Los Angeles, the Kenneth Fire, is now 100% contained, meaning they've stopped it spreading. Firefighters are trying to prevent the sort of devastation seen in the Palisades village. This video shows the before and after in the upscale shopping area. On the left is what it looked like in March last year, and on the right is how it looks now. Well, let's join Emma Vardy, who's in Los Angeles for us. Emma.
Well, among all that devastation here, as well as people's homes, are a number of schools and churches also now lying in rubble. And today, on a Sunday, congregations have been finding new places to come together. Meanwhile, of course, that monumental firefighting effort is now being helped by new crews coming in from Mexico and from Canada, as LA tries to sustain its resistance against the flames as this crisis continues. The race to stay ahead of the deadly fires enters a sixth day. Helicopters fly just above the smoke. Below, the flames rage. But just as progress is made, other areas ignite. In the fire's wake, residents continue to journey back to where their houses once stood. For one, the reality is overwhelming. Oh my God. There have been repeated warnings for people to stick to nighttime curfews, police urging the need for order.
I saw a gentleman that looked like a firefighter, and I asked him if he was okay because he was sitting down. I didn't realize we had him in handcuffs. We were turning him over to LAPD because he was dressed like a fireman, and he was not. He just got caught burglarizing a home.
That was my house. This is the main house.
With tens of thousands of people staying in emergency hotels and shelters, they're safe for now, but have no idea where they will go next. Serenity's family of 11 fled minutes before their home burned.
People like me without insurance, we don't know what we're going to do. We're at shelters like this. We are going all around town. Some of us have lost our cars. Some of us have lost our sense of being.
The city faces a massive task to provide housing for the areas that are lost. At a church in Pasadena, Sunday's congregation summoning the strength to face the day. The community is pulling together to weather this disaster, but there are fears over how some are being affected.
Salute to Rabbit Hole Reviews, man. He said, hit the like button, please, man. Salute, man. Shout out to Big Larry, man. Big Larry in the building, man. How many likes we got? I keep missing it. Whenever I ask y'all how many likes I got, I switch the screen. Well, how many likes do I got, man? How many likes we got, man? $110. $109.
You know, people can take the land and they can buy the land. So we want to make sure they remain the landowners and they continue to retain their property.
My concern is mainly for the underserved and the at-risk, which are the elderly and then also the children.
The scale of the destruction in neighborhoods is vast. Whole schools gone.
As you know, our beloved South Campus has been severely damaged by the recent fires, and many of our families and staff have experienced great personal loss.
Crews have slowed the spread of the Eaton fire, but strong winds drive it back into life.
Well, you can see here that it's burning on both sides of us.
Look at those men out there in the fucking bush chopping down trees and digging ditches, man. While some idiot lesbians and black women on the microphone talking and shit about all the logistics. There's a bunch of men in them fucking bushes. This is hard work, Jack.
Well, you can see here that it's burning on both sides of us, up the hill and down into the valley too. There's helicopters flying just above us, just dropping water now, trying to keep those flames at bay. And there's a renewed sense of urgency because down here is a large NASA facility that the flames have been moving towards.
16 people have now died in these fires. They are already among the deadliest in California's history, and officials say the death toll will rise. Emma Vardy, BBC News, Los Angeles.
Well, despite...
So, yeah, I think it's over with, man. They contained the fires, man. They seem to have contained it. Let me see.
We begin once again.
Do y'all guys think it's going to flare back up? I think they really want to get this under control before Trump comes in office. I think they want this to be a pelt on Biden's wall, man. They don't want this shit to go on and then until next week and have to give credit to Trump for fixing it. That's the last thing they want. I think even if it's not under control, they're going to say it's under control just so they don't have to give Trump credit. Trump swooped in and saved the day, man. Link in the description, man.
We begin once again with those deadly wildfires raging across Southern California. At least 16 people are dead and nearly 10 million more are under fire weather alerts. And moments ago, authorities issued a PDS, a particularly dangerous situation, for red flag warnings. More than a dozen people are reported missing, and authorities warn that number is rising by the hour. If firefighters have nightmares, this scenario is likely one of them. It is a bulletless war against the Palisades, Eaton, and Hearst fires, and now crews are bracing for another round of powerful Santa Ana winds that could threaten new communities. Look at this view from the cockpit of the California National Guard as they drop fire retardant as parts of their effort to contain the fires.
Hey, look at this white boy, man, in this plane, man. It's a thankless job, man. Going out, you know how skilled he got to be to go out in the fucking ocean, scoop up water, fly like over the water, like skim the water with the bottom of the plane, scoop it up, then go dump that shit in the right spot without crashing. And he got to do that shit all fucking day. Circuits back and forth to the ocean, back to the spot.
As they drop fire retardant as parts of their effort to contain the fires. A short time ago, President Biden met with key officials at the White House to explore ways to try to suppress the flames. And police say 2 people were arrested for violating curfew near the Brentwood home of Vice President Kamala Harris, as authorities now crack down on looting and price gouging. The damage from this deadly inferno could exceed $150 billion, one of the costliest natural disasters in American history. We, of course, have team coverage tonight. ABC's Matt Rivers leads us off from the fire zone.
Tonight, after an intense firefighting weekend, firefighters racing against the clock to contain wildfires burning across Los Angeles County before those Santa Ana winds pick up again.
Across LA, firefighters are laying thousands and thousands and thousands of feet of hose line like this in anticipation of fires coming back when those winds come back. Firefighters like these going around putting out any hot spots to make sure that this hillside, which already burned, won't reignite. when the winds return.
More than 8 million people now facing critical fire risk.
Every available LAFD firefighter is on hand and will remain in place through this wind event.
Overnight,
and then this bitch gets to be the fucking head of this shit, man. She couldn't hold one of those firefighters' jockstrap, man. And she's the fucking head one in charge. Ain't this a bitch?
Through this wind event.
Overnight, an all-out aerial assault on the Palisades fire. Helicopters making water drop after water drop. Ground crews armed with tools and reels of fire hoses, navigating steep terrain, headlamps lighting their path to face the flames head-on. Smoke.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are walking toward the fire. They're literally walking towards the fire. They should throw a parade for these motherfuckers when this shit is over. Any one of these motherfuckers die should get a gold casket like George Floyd did, man. Press 1.
Face the flames head-on. Smoke and embers billowing into the air, and tonight the toll this fire and others have taken across Los Angeles County since Tuesday is staggering. At least 16 dead, at least 16 are also missing. More than 12,000 structures believed damaged or destroyed, more than 60 square miles burned, and more than 100,000 people under evacuation orders.
We will continue to battle these wildfires from the air and on the ground until they are fully contained.
This weekend, the Palisades fire making a new run to the north. This is the view from inside a low-flying California Air National Guard aircraft engaged in the fight. You can hear the altitude alert.
You hear that? The terrain. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Look at that shit, man. These guys out here doing this is the real work that's going on. How many times he done this today? He probably did this like 30 times a day, made the same route.
Inside a low-flying California Air National Guard aircraft engaged in the fight. You can hear the altitude alert and the sound of the retardant being dropped. We were with crews on the front lines in Brentwood yesterday. LA Fire Department Captain Scott Quasigro telling me,
helicopters have been hitting us pretty hard, so we're kind of just letting it creep up to us.
Well, not for nothing. I know that, but standing on a slope on the side of a mountain, cutting down trees with a chainsaw, man.
Fire Department Captain Scott Quasigro telling me,
helicopters have been hitting us pretty hard, so we're kind of just letting it creep up to us, and then we'll knock it out as soon as it gets to us.
We saw firsthand the impact of those gusting winds.
These gusts are what you got to worry about. I mean, even just in the last minute, we could see those houses 30 seconds ago, and now the gusts pick up, and that's the danger.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Also in Brentwood, early yesterday morning, police responding to a call of a possible burglary at Vice President Kamala Harris's home. The neighborhood has been under an evacuation order since Wednesday. Authorities said they did not find evidence a burglary had occurred. However, they say they did arrest 2 people for violating the curfew. And the FBI releasing these images of the Super Scooper aircraft struck by a drone while battling the Palisades fire Thursday. That hole about 3 by 6 inches in size. They say this is the drone that caused it.
There's so many unauthorized drones in the area that they are impacting law enforcement and firefighters' efforts to suppress this fire and actually get it contained.
And east of the Palisades fire, at the Eaton fire, where firefighters are also battling hotspots, a big jump in the containment figure today. It now stands at 27%.
And Lindsay, right now we're inside the LA City Fire Air Operations, and that right there is one of the several dozen helicopters that we've been watching make water drop after water drop against these fires since it all broke out early last week. And we know right now crews are gearing up to go back out, both to fight existing fires and to fight any new fires that pop up over the next few days. Lindsay?
Progress, but still not enough.
So I guess it's still kind of going on, man.
New information about an Elmont man who's accused of assaulting 2 police officers, allegedly punching one of them and gouging the other in the eye. News 12's
Ugh. Salute to D from Boston, man. He said, have a great show. Good night, Yeah, salute to you, man. Shout out to D. What's up, cool cat?
What's going on, Chief? How you doing?
Everything's cool, man. What are your thoughts, man?
Man, I think they completely fucked up hiring these 3 fat, fucking useless pieces of shit who fucked up everything. My fucking family out there lost their house. Cause
Oh,
these
really?
fucking yeah, I got family out there who lost everything.
Wow. I don't know anybody in California.
It pisses me off because they asked one of the lesbian yo, you know how much they be getting paid? 500K,
Yeah.
700K. What the fuck?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yo,
Yeah.
and then they asked her, well, you can't drag my husband out of the house. And she's like, oh, well, then your husband is in the wrong place. Like, bitch,
Yeah, she said
what?
he got himself in the wrong place. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fireable offense. That's a fireable offense.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Like the fact that she still has a job after saying that, I mean, that's ludicrous. Like I know when they was recording that shit, I know they was like, I'm surprised she didn't say, nah, man, don't put that in there, man. Like,
Yeah, for real.
you know what I'm saying? Like, cut that out, man. You gotta cut that part, man. Like, she let them put that in there. Crazy.
Something, but she said it with no shame too. Like, no, like, nothing.
Telling you, man. This guy poking cops in the eye.
Logan Crawford has the story.
Accused of attacking 2 police officers as they were trying to arrest him for violating an order of protection, 28-year-old Hergens Jasmine was taken to court this morning, charged with assault and resisting arrest.
Something so close to home, I wouldn't expect this to happen.
Police say as they were arresting him in Elmont Saturday, Jasmine resisted, punching one officer in the face repeatedly and allegedly trying to gouge out another's eye. Jasmine's lawyer says the situation escalated because Jasmine didn't know there was a warrant out for his arrest. Both cops were taken to the hospital. This morning, a Nassau judge released Jasmine from custody.
He might poke the cop in the eye, gouged the cop's eyes, and got out the same fucking. Wow.
Insane.
Yeah, fucking insane, man. Unbelievable, man.
Judge released Jasmine from custody.
He might, be violent to the public as well. And I have kids as well. I have 3 kids, and that wouldn't really feel safe.
Police say this is not Jasmine's first run-in with the law. Court documents show that in August 2024, he was charged with resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. And in October 2021, he was convicted of an assault charge for attacking a cop.
If you're going to let these people who assault police officers, what are they going to do to us? What is that person going to do to me or you?
As News 12 reported, in August, Jasmine allegedly punched an officer in the face, and another was hurt while placing him under arrest. The Nassau PBA sent us a statement saying the release of Hergens Jasmine, a violent repeat offender who has assaulted police officers multiple times, is a complete failure of our justice system. The judge signed an order of protection and ordered Jasmine to undergo anger management. In Elmont, Logan Crawford, News 12, Long Island.
And we are told that
That'll
Jasmine
do the trick.
is not guilty. He is due back in court on Wednesday.
Jeez.
Man, you did that in the 90s. The cops would whoop you bad. I mean, bad.
Jesus.
A Bridgeport man accused of drowning his infant daughter at a motel in Milford has now been found not competent to stand trial. That judge's ruling came after testimony about Dale Kirkland's mental health. News 12 Connecticut's Marissa Alter reporting from Milford Superior Court.
Dale Kirkland is charged with murder with special circumstances, murder, and risk of injury to a minor in the death of his 3-month-old child. But on Tuesday, a forensic evaluator from the state's Department of Mental Health testified Kirkland doesn't understand the legal proceedings against him and can't assist in his own defense. Mark Simonello said a team of 3 mental health professionals came to a unanimous conclusion after a court-ordered competency evaluation on Kirkland in December. Simonello told the court Kirkland struggled with catatonic mannerisms and word latency.
Mr. Kirkland was unable to follow a thought through. And
what do you guys think about this, man?
Fuck him, kill him.
Playing dumb.
Oh, you think he's playing him? He's playing him like a fiddle?
I say kill him.
Sure.
I don't care what.
Look, that spaced out look, he got that down to a T.
He might be legit crazy, but to me that don't mean anything. The fact is, a kid's dead, so he should be
Yeah, it's
dead.
completely irrelevant.
Yeah, I could give a damn if let's say it's legit. Let's say he really is crazy. I could give a damn. The fact is, a kid's dead, so he should be dead. Simple as that.
So you don't think that mental illness should be like an excuse for harming people?
No, not at all.
Now here's the thing. He obviously had sex. He obviously, knew that was his child. He obviously somebody obviously felt like they could leave that child with him. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden he don't know where he at. He can't. That is, I get that part. But if he drowned his baby, he's got to, and he really realized what he did. He probably is crazy, batshit crazy now overdoing that. But yeah, it's odd. Like a man, somebody gave him the cuss. Somebody was like, "Yo, yeah, take the baby."
That's true. That's a good point. I wonder who did that. Like, who gave him the green light?
All right, the mother. It probably would have had to been the mother. I mean, so we'll see, man. Well, let's see, man. Let's see. I don't know. Who knows?
on several occasions, he would begin to speak very slowly of that, and often stop speaking with just a lengthy vacant stare.
Simonello also testified the team
So
agreed
what?
on something else.
There is a substantial probability that he can be restored to tolerance.
The team recommended a 60-day stay at Whiting Forensic Hospital, a state-operated psychiatric facility, which the judge signed off on. Kirkland had no reaction in court, just as he hasn't at every hearing since his arrest on August 21st. Earlier that day, Milford police responded to the Mayflower Motel after cleaning staff discovered an infant girl submerged underwater in the tub of a vacated room. Surveillance video confirmed Kirkland checked in the night before with his daughter.
He left her in the tub and left the room. Jeez.
That's just evil.
Yeah, that's just fucking evil, man. And now he gets to just stare into space, and white people believe him that white people sit there like he can't go. You can't try him for this because he's crazy.
Yeah, now he gets to go fucking go to a hospital, get medication, play cards all day. Fucking bullshit.
And this is Connecticut, right? Bridgeport, Connecticut.
I think it's New York, right?
It's Connecticut.
Yeah, they're full of lefties. You're crazy.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Jeez. Yikes. Yikes.
Then checked out without her. He initially faced lesser charges, but had them upgraded after the medical examiner ruled the infant was intentionally drowned. In court, during questioning by the prosecutor, Simonello said
here's the thing. Whether the infant was intentionally drowned or not, right? When the police show up, he's gone and the baby's submerged in the bathtub. it wouldn't matter if he did it or not. Like say it was an accident, right?
Negligence.
Yeah, no, but say it was an accident, right? And you show up, the cops show up. Let's just say it really was an accident. You're
Okay.
gone, and the baby just sitting there in the fucking tub. Yo, that's yo, you gotta fry for that.
Hell yeah.
Like
And look,
whether it was an accident doesn't matter at that point. Now, if the baby's like on the bed, he's frantically running around, like patting it, giving it CPR or whatever, or chest compressions, and he's called the cops 1,000 times, and they come in the room and he's sitting there like, help my
yeah.
baby. That's one thing, but he just rolled out and left the baby in the tub.
Yeah, he just left like, hey, I'm gonna go get a drink.
And they talking about something. It was originally ruled that that it was an ex. What the fuck?
For real, this is some bullshit, bro.
This
Poor
is
kid.
insane.
And look, they said he intentionally drowned the kid. That means he held that kid underwater for minutes.
Nah,
Like
3-month-old, you just drop him in there. 3-month-old,
drop
you
him
just
in
got to
there.
drop him in there. Yeah,
It said they ruled that out.
A 3-month-old can't stand up.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I'm willing to bet that he held the kid down, like he held the head down, and he filled
Nah,
the
you don't have to do that. I'm telling you, if you put a 3-month-old somewhere, like say you put a 3-month-old on the bed, right?
Okay.
When you get back, whenever you get back, that 3-month-old will still be right where you left.
It's phenomenally young.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they can't move. They can't move around like that.
Well, he had to fill the bathtub full of water.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not trying to say he didn't do it on purpose. I'm not trying to take up for him. But what I'm saying is that, like, all you gotta do is drop the baby. Listen, you can drown a baby you can drown a 3-month-old in a damn
1 inch.
a cooler, yeah, a cooler, like, or a fucking tote.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you don't have to. They can't move.
I feel you. Yeah, they don't know what to do. They're not conscious like that. Like,
No, they conscious, but they can't move.
yeah, I mean, just
they can't walk. They can't walk. They can't roll over like babies. I
No
forgot
motor
how
skills.
Yeah,
they
that's what I
roll over.
meant.
Like when they roll over for the first time, I think it was like, when did they roll over? Maybe about like 5 months, 6 months, like that, when they can finally roll themselves over from their back onto the side, onto their stomach. And then when they can hold themselves up by their hands, like on all fours, that's it. And then crawl, and then like it's like it takes time for that. 3 months, they still like just immobile. Yeah.
Infant was intentionally drowned. In court, during questioning by the prosecutor, Simonello said the team's findings don't cover Kirkland's mental capacity at any time before the evaluation. That includes the day his daughter died.
Kirkland will be transferred to Whiting Forensic Hospital in Middletown in hopes competency can be restored. He's due back here when
White people, y'all sister boy, y'all. And now y'all got a bunch of fucking inbred Arabs coming over here.
Oh.
Imagine how many Arabs gonna get off of this shit. Like they inbred and they gonna do some shit and they gonna be like, well, he's not capable to stand trial. They gonna take advantage of this loophole. Wow.
when that 60 days is up, with a hearing set for March 4th. At Milford Superior Court, Marissa Alter, News 12, Connecticut.
Now, family court records do show that Dale Kirkland had filed for full custody of his daughter before her death and cited the mother's health. Kirkland said he had notified the Department of Children and Families of the...
He applied for custody? You have to go to court. That's a undertaking, man. No pun intended. That's a task. Yeah, to get custody from a woman as a man. And this guy is like, he just staring into space and he can't talk. You know, like it's like lawyers that literally like they got kids and they can't get custody as a man from the woman. You know how hard it is, how many fucking times you got to go to court and how much fucking motions you got to file and paperwork you got to do as a man to get custody from the woman.
Damn, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Marissa Alter, News 12, Connecticut.
Now, family court records do.
This is weird.
Now, family court records do show that Dale Kirkland had filed for full custody of his daughter before her death and cited the mother's health. Kirkland said he had notified the Department of Children and Families of the situation. DCF officials say that they had been involved with the family for about a month, and they're conducting an investigation into what happened.
Poor kid never stood a chance.
Wow. Unbelievable, man.
It's unbelievable.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
We're only 12 days into the new year, and 2025 has unfortunately had a violent start. This weekend alone, law enforcement agencies responded to multiple shootings. At least 8 people shot, with 4 of those people dying. WRG's Quincha Wilborn has the latest detail.
Everybody continue to hit the like button. Continue to smash the like button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Andy Armour says, we are being pranked every day. Yeah, that last story is insane, man. Fuck.
Definitely.
We're only 12 days into the new year, and 2025 has unfortunately had a violent start. This weekend alone, law enforcement agencies responded to multiple shootings. At least 8 people shot, with 4 of those people dying. WRG's Quincha Wilborn has the latest details on overnight shootings.
The snow that once blanketed the Mid-South is slowly melting away. Not only are the temperatures rising, but tensions are as well, resulting in deadly aftermaths. Saturday night, law enforcement agencies across Shelby County responded to it.
They're blaming it on the snow.
Yo.
So
the new year.
Think about it. Yo. White people, we call them glacier gliders, right? They live in the coldest areas of the earth, and they don't have this problem. But a snowstorm come to Memphis, and they got to kill each other because of what the fuck, man.
12 days into the new year, and 2025 has unfortunately had a violent start. This weekend alone, law enforcement agencies responded to multiple shootings. At least 8 people shot, with 4 of those people dying. WRG's Quincha Wilborn has the latest details on overnight shootings.
The snow that once blanketed the Mid-South is slowly melting away. Not only are the temperatures rising, but tensions are as well, resulting in deadly aftermaths. Saturday night, law enforcement agencies across Shelby County responded to at least 3 reported shootings. 2 of them were fatal. It leaves people like this man, who has called Memphis his home for years, speechless.
There's so much going on.
The first incident happened just before 9 p.m. in Whitehaven. Memphis police officers responded to a shooting at a home in the 1500 block of Finley Road. 2 victims were found suffering from gunshot wounds. Both were taken to the hospital, with one being in critical condition. Just a few miles north of Memphis, Shelby County deputies had their hands full with a homicide investigation. Around 10 p.m., deputies responded to a shooting at this gas station on U.S. Highway 51, just south of Fight Road. A man was taken to the hospital, but sadly, he died from his injuries. Deputies did not release any information about the shooter. Back in Memphis, MPD officers in Parkway Village were busy working on their own homicide investigation. 2 men had been shot at a home in the 3400 block of Dungreen Street shortly after midnight. One of the men died on the scene, and the other was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police say 2 people were taken into custody in connection to this shooting.
my heart and my mind goes out to whoever getting that way. I just feel bad about it. Too.
Authorities have not revealed motives for any of these violent attacks. However, all of the investigations are ongoing. Reporting for your news leader, Kwame Woolborn, WREG News.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Some people, yo. Just insane.
Oh my God. Let me go to Twitter do this. Oh man.
Yo, Ak, why do you think the heat makes sunmen more irritable than they already are?
You know, man, I don't know, man. I think everything makes some men more irritable than they already are. The heat, the cold, whatever it is, they gonna react by killing each other. Whatever
That's
happens, whatever condition.
Any kind of stimuli.
Press one if you ever heard "Smoking on Tuka." The
yeah,
phrase "smoking on Tuka" from one of these rappers.
yeah.
This dude, go ahead.
Yeah, these fucking rappers are rapping about a 15-year-old kid getting murdered at a bus stop like it's cool.
Well, this guy is Tuka's homie. This is FBG Cash. He was in Tuka's crew in his hood. He's gonna tell the story of Tuka, the 15-year-old kid that got killed at the bus stop.
Motherfucker don't know about Tuka. Tuka, badass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cash ass nigga, swag ass nigga. Tuka, you know what I'm saying? He was a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't even really need to know. Tuka did some shit, you
Oh
know
my
what I'm saying? He
God.
gone. Ain't like I can
That
implicate
says
him
it
in
all
some
right
shit, you know what I'm
there.
saying? That's gonna incarcerate.
What?
Well, he said he was a savage, he killed people, and he was a good dude. Like all that stuff made him a good dude. That's a good dude to them.
Yeah.
Tuka, you know what I'm saying? He was a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't even really need to know. Tuka did some shit, you know what I'm saying? Now that he gone, ain't like I can implicate him in some shit, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna incarcerate him and shit like that. Tuka did, you know what I'm saying? What he do? Tuka did hits, you know what I'm saying? Tuka was in the streets. Niggas ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? And motherfucking with Tuka being a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? Tuka was out here, motherfucking living his life and he wasn't paying attention. So motherfucker slid up and motherfucker, it was his time to go. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's when my other niggas slid up and it was time to blow. You know what I'm saying? That, a couple of your niggas dropped, a couple of they niggas dropped. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. They already know for little Tuka ball now. We ain't, you know what I'm saying, born about Tuka. We turned that shit into a celebration, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna let Tuka rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? We gonna rock out for him, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get this bag for him and shit. So we gonna ball out for Tuka.
You know the rapper Young M.A., the girl?
Yeah.
She brought up she said smoking
Yeah.
on Tuka something, and some Chicago rappers got at her and were like, "Yo, take that shit down." And she
Yeah.
apologized and took it down.
I remember that because she's not from there. Like she from New York, but she
Yeah.
interjected herself in their bullshit. Chicago native Shondale Tuka Gregory was shot and killed on this day 14 years ago at age 15. Tuka gained notoriety for being mentioned in Chief Keef's music, STL
I remember
063.
now.
FBG Cash revealed Tuka was murdered for being a teen hitman in Chirac. Today, Tuka would have been 29.
So he would have been whacking people at 29
Hell yeah.
because he's already killing
Yeah, he
people at
actually
15.
saved lives by doing what he
Or,
did. Holy shit.
or he'd be dead, or he'd be in jail, or he'd be coming home from doing some time. But he would definitely be. Nothing was like him being gone is like not this big tragedy like to the civilians, to
Yeah.
the world.
That's true. It's a shame, but that is true. That at
We
15
got to
you
put it
could
in park.
fuck up that badly.
Males.
Oh shit!
What the
Aren't
fuck?
you bad? They might smash.
So what? They just took someone's car.
My mom's FaceTiming Kenya.
Crashed it.
He's like, they're
Destroyed it.
looking,
They
bro.
got gloves. They got gloves.
Look how little they are.
For real.
That's a day. I mean, I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like, this is like very often. Like these little car thieves, they do. Once you learn how to steal a car, man. 'Cause I remember when they used to have to use a screwdriver,
Yeah.
and they used to have to sit on a phone book to see over the steering wheel. The little boys around my way, and they would do this shit every day. They would always do. Once they learned, then they teach each other how to do it, and then this person learned how to do it, and they would steal cars all the time. They knew what kind of cars they could steal, was easy to steal, man, all the time. You know how many times I've rode in this? I don't know how to steal a car. I don't know how to steal a car. I don't know how to pop the little ball out and then use the screwdriver to shift the key. I don't know none of that to unlock the ignition, to turn on the
Yeah.
ignition. I don't know how to do none of that with the screwdriver. But I've seen people do it before. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Now, but I've rode in a bunch of stolen cars, and I never actually stole one.
Yeah.
Because they always got cars like this in neighborhoods. Like they always got like it's a bunch of cars like this. Like these little niggas might go back around the way and some dudes that's bullying them. Like say this car wasn't torn up, right?
Okay.
So they had a nice car. Like what would you say? Like let's say they stole a Dodge Charge or they stole like a Lexus truck or something like that, right? They went back around the hood. Some little dudes that's tougher than them or bullying them, take that shit from them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or some niggas might be like, let us use it to go do a drive by or something. Or let us use it for the night, blah, 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 da, da, and not give it back to them because that's their car. Yeah, man, shit. A lot of shit go down on
Wow.
stolen cars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And when they steal cars, they fucking ruin the person they stole the car from because that could be their only car. You know, they need that car to go to work or take their kids to school or whatever. You know.
Yeah, you should get like 10 years at least.
Hell yeah, they should get hard time for that bullshit.
You don't get no time for this, man. Especially if you're
Yeah,
not nothing. This is like a freebie, a free crime.
yeah, it's bullshit because it really ruins people's lives. Like that could be
Yeah.
their only car to go to work, to take their kids to the doctor, to whatever, you
Yeah,
know, to
it'd straight
everyday
make people
things.
homeless.
Yeah,
Yeah, a car can like let's just say your transmission go out or your brakes not your brake but your whole brake like the pads the rotors the all that shit, right? Or let's
yeah,
just
yeah,
say your fucking radiator fucking go out.
yeah,
No, and you on a budget. You know, like KB said, that can fucking wreck your finances for years to go, like the cascading effect, of trying to catch up and shit. But
yeah, yeah,
imagine if somebody just take you got limited liability, you don't have full coverage because you broke, so you ain't want to pay full coverage. You got limited liability, and somebody steal your car and wrap it around a lamppost. That shit a fucking like that shit could ruin your whole fucking next 5-10 years trying to catch up, trying to figure out.
yeah,
Because think about it, the kids got to still go to school. You still got to go to work. Your job might let you get the day off the day your car gets stolen, but they
yep,
probably want you to come in the next day. You know what I mean?
yep. That's
And then
true.
and then you know what I'm saying. Like now your car totaled, and the insurance company talking about giving you $500 for it.
Yeah, they will do some bullshit like that.
And now you gotta fucking catch the bus and fucking your whole schedule. Your kids might be in fucking activities. Now you can't take them to the activities because you ain't no fucking car.
That's what I mean. Like they fuck up people's lives doing that bullshit. So that's why I agree with Fish when he talks about they should get 10 years. I agree, 10 years and up.
That's not Fish, that's KB.
Oh my bad, but yeah, what he said, 10 years and up.
Yeah, I am not fisherman. I've said that
No.
before. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, but no, but what you said is right though. 10 years and up, they should get time.
Andy Armour says, dude wins custody in court, rents a room, murders his baby, and now he's catatonic. And they believe it. What's going on? It's gliders, man. Glider society, man. They
For
think
real.
everybody's just like them. They think the only difference between that dude and fucking goddamn George Clooney is his hair texture. Let's see this guy, man. Let's see what this guy do.
And riding in nigga shit. Nigga done put my baby mama out and got the nerve to play around with a big boss, big king, big player, nigga like me. All right. I'm behind the wheel, sir. Come get your car back, nigga. You better not call 12, nigga. Yeah. This nigga had the nerve. This nigga had the nerve to put my baby mama out. She put up. She in the house. Yeah. She in the house. Me and my son outside. Yeah. My young nigga sleep right now. Riding around in your shit, boy. Riding around in your shit, boy. Riding around in your shit, nigga. Yeah. On my mama, I told you when I see him, I'm sparking. Yeah. I told you I see him, I'm sparking.
Jesus Christ.
Then when he gets whacked, everybody wants to talk about he was such a good kid.
When he gets arrested, he gonna be talking about who snitched on him.
Yeah,
Man,
for real.
snitching on him. This is absolutely Son Man is a
Degenerate.
wild. Yeah, this is different than degenerate though. Like this is a lot of the peacocking and the posturing that I saw from people in my generation. It's just different now. Like everybody can see you can be like a international, nationally known. The guys, they were just known in their neighborhood, in their city, and in the neighboring neighborhood sometimes. Now, like this guy can upload this shit and he can be like known all over the world, and that lends a different energy to all this stuff. Like,
Yo,
yeah.
what was your generation like? What generation
I'm
you grew up in?
47. I'm 47, so I was 7 in 1985. I was I graduated in 96. So yeah, like I mean, my generation is the late 80s to the on, and yeah, man,
Okay.
it was the same shit, but it's just different now. Like as far as like this dude, yeah, like I mean, I get it. I kind of understand this guy. Like his baby mother got his son. His son lived with his baby mother. Some nigga put them out in the winter, and yeah,
So
I
he
get
finna
that
spark.
because his son. I mean, the guy didn't just put his baby mother out. Baby mother his guy put his son out too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get the anger about that. And then if you
yeah.
think you a badass too, like if you a badass, eh, you almost it's almost worse being a badass in the black community because you expected to respond to everything. Whereas like say you a bitch ass nigga or a regular nigga, people don't expect you to like little you can let some shit slide. But when you supposed to be a badass dude, you gotta like address almost everything. It's like whack-a-mole, you know what I'm saying? Press one.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah, because you gotta, because you gotta keep your reputation. Your reputation is everything.
You can't let nothing slide, or else people will look at you as weak or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean your reputation is everything. It's all you got. This nigga ain't got no fucking checking account and shit. This nigga ain't got no 401k. That's all
Mm-hmm.
you got is your bank account. I mean, is your reputation.
And Ryan
Yeah.
and
And
nigga shit, nigga done put my baby mama out and got the nerve to play around with a big boss, big king, big player, nigga like me. All right. I'm behind the wheel, sir. Come get your car back, nigga. You better not call 12, nigga. Yeah. This nigga had the
and
nerve. This nigga had the nerve to put my baby mama out. She put up. She in the house. Yeah. She in the house. Me and my son outside. Yeah. My young nigga sleep right now. Riding around in your shit, boy. Riding around in your shit, boy. Riding around in your shit, nigga. Yeah. On my mama, I told you when I see him, I'm sparking. Yeah. I told you I see you, I'm sparking. Since you put it out, since you okay.
That's a literal death threat. Like literal.
and
It's like full stop.
their culture is
True.
grievance is such a big part of their culture. So I guess they take offense to each other, just like they do gliders.
Yeah, but if this was a glider that did this nigga probably would call the NAACP and like try to organize a march or something.
Right?
He
He
don't.
wouldn't. He wouldn't
Yeah.
spark
Yeah,
on him. He might spark on him,
yeah.
maybe.
No, probably not. Niggas. We different with each other, man. But yeah, that was a explicit death threat right there. Full
Riding in
stop.
Definitely.
your shit, nigga. Yeah. On my mama, I told you when I see him, I'm sparking. Yeah, I
Definitely.
told you I see you, I'm sparking. Since you put it out, since you Billy Bad ass, you know what I'm saying? We finna fuck up y'all day, on God. Blue collar shirt wearing that nigga. That's why I told her stop playing around with these niggas. Man, do y'all want a story time of why this nigga mad? This nigga done put my baby mama and son
Mhm.
at. Yo, let's see how long it take you to get this car. I'm a real striker, bitch. It take 48 hours for them police to find out where they cut at, bitch. Yo, stop playing. I'm gonna show you something. Yo, pussy.
Does he have a switch?
He probably does.
Yeah, most likely. Let's see this
Yeah.
comment, man. Let's see the comments, man. Continue to hit the like button, man. Um,
Well, if he had spoken English, he would have said, I'm going to kill you. But he's not really
yeah,
speaking English.
no.
And I heard that she wanna show me who she be. I'm kinda fucking with it. Show me some more. Bitch, we tatted head to toe. Could give a fuck. Story rope. You wanna tweak it up?
That's the crash out for sure.
Crash dummy right there.
Well, at least he's a father and he's taking care of his kid.
That's what the mammy judge is gonna say. He shouldn't go to prison. He was, trying to take care of his kid, and he needed the car to pick up his son.
Mm. This is crazy, man. Jesus Christ. This is also exhausting, man. Um, says fake African Muslim asylum seeker defaced a church in Italy with Arabic writing. Then he defaced cars and houses, shouting "Allah Akbar" and threatened Italian families with the knife. He ended up robbing a supermarket. Doctor or engineer? Let's say doctor.
Does it say fake? What does that mean?
Where?
Is it fake African Muslim?
Oh, fake African Muslim. Oh, You probably not. You know, the Muslims don't. You know, the real Muslims, the Arabs, they don't think these motherfuckers is real Muslims. Like these black African motherfuckers, they don't treat them the same as they treat each other. These are second class citizens in the Muslim world.
That's true.
So the poster's a Muslim.
I don't know. I don't.
What a douche.
For real.
Think about this: to go to a fucking country of racist Europeans and act like this.
For real.
He's asking for it.
Yeah, man, they gonna lynch him, man.
Hell yeah, they should whoop them just for acting like that.
Damn. We so scared of white. We so scared of racist white people. Can't you tell?
Huh.
See this Muslim
A
woman.
lot of admixture in Italy.
الإسلام دي بقى نظمه بإيه؟ إن لا يكون إلا عن طريق
Oh, see, wish they had an interpreter, man. She basically saying slavery is, it's cracking. So it's cracking. Let me get to the main event, man. This is Ben 10, man. Ben 10, man. Shout out to Ben 10, man. He wants to everybody hit the like button right now, man. Ben 10 is gonna tell us how to lower the crime, the murder rate, man, in the community, man. Shout out to Ben 10, man. And Andy Armour became a member, man. Salute, man. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Hit the like button. Shout out to Mark Ishmael. Let's see. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Richter, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Let's see. The fuck on?
He should not be driving right now.
What the fuck going on?
What, the video?
Nah, my shit keep pausing, man. Without I'm not pressing. It's like stopping, but I'm not pressing it.
Hey, make this go viral, y'all, because I'm on some real shit right now. Just thinking. If y'all want the murder rate to go fucking down, why y'all on this make a fucking state for straight grave niggas, straight hitters, and let us just kill each other? Let us just go dumb, you heard me? And if the other ones kill outside of the state lines, the government get to kill them or kill y'all. Like, if the ones won't bang for the rest of our life, let us get a part of the world where we just can bang it. Like, this is our life. Like, you can't get mad because we bang. We tired of going to jail for banging. This is some shit we love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang them.
Oh my god.
That's just too much police involved right now, man. Like,
He just wants a gangster's paradise.
And for real, he wants the literal song.
we get mad because we bang. We tired of going to jail for banging. This is some shit we love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang and I'm back on that type of shit. So, like, that's just too much police involved right now, man. Like, if niggas think something today, then it's a important person.
Maybe if your aim was better.
Is bottom nigga. That's just too much police involved right now, man. Like, if niggas think something today, then it's a important person from that side. Is bottom nigga who did it going to the feds. If ain't no late night shit. You feel me? And that's facts, man.
We We could do that though. We could just let y'all bang in like Baltimore. Everybody just go to Baltimore.
It's too many. Yo, I don't think you know how many niggas it is. Like you gonna have to get them a state, like you said. You gonna have to get them like Wyoming or like Montana, like one of them states where it's a lot of
Yes.
what are the Dakotas or something where it's a lot of
Send him
like
to Bill Allen.
where it's not densely populated, so they can have room because you know what I mean. Like, um, yeah, give them like a big state with a lot of like mountains where the Rockies are, so we don't have to give them no good arable land. Give them like one of the states like that the Rocky Mountains and the plains go through, and flyover state because we don't want to give them no good state, but yeah, let them. I mean, you would think they would ask for a state so they could, build something. They just want a state to kill each
Bang it out.
Yeah, he didn't say, "Hey, give us a state where we could build it up." No, no, he wants a state where he could kill people. Insane.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, Ak, when you were his age, is that how y'all were thinking
Hell
back
no.
then?
Not me. I never was like that, man. I was never on the banging shit. But I mean, it was a lot of niggas. Yeah, definitely a lot of schoolmates. Some people I knew, some family, some people friends. Definitely like that, without a doubt. I mean, definitely. Maybe not thinking like this, but thinking like they want to shoot people. They like shooting. They like. You know what I'm saying? The feeling of being a shooter in that community is like a status that you can't compare. I don't know what you can compare to it in the white community. Um, I don't know what you can compare it to. Like
You can't.
Yeah, for real. It's two
gotta be
different
something.
worlds.
Yeah, but like you can like say you like a white guy, right? And you like captain of the rowing team, or you got like or you like the you know top for I don't know. Maybe you're
Well,
just
there's
like
predators, but not like that.
I don't know, man. But yeah, shit.
It's insane. So
Yeah,
they
this
get stripes for like shooting people. They get like respect.
hell yeah. Yo, just being a shooter is like, yo, it's like you in a different class. You like the aristocracy and shit. Because violence is currency. So if violence is currency and you a shooter or a killer, you like, you know what I'm saying? You like in a fucking wealthy top one, you like a aristocrat, a goddamn rich. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So that's their motivation then is that they want to have like that. Oh, that's that dude right there who shot two dudes last week or whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you ain't even really. A lot of people don't even know, like you know what I'm saying. A lot of that shit happen at night, and in the projects, and in the trenches, and everybody don't be in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? To know exactly what's going on, but they don't even matter. So it's like the people in the trenches know, and like you are known. Like you ain't gonna see a lot of shootings. You ain't gonna see that shit. That shit happened fucking 2 o'clock in the morning at a dice game in the alley somewhere. It's a project hallway or some shit. Like it ain't like everybody, you know what I'm saying, know what's going on exactly, but everybody know who a lot of people know who's who. You know what I'm saying? Like amongst, you know what I'm saying? Like those guys got a status about them. They got a
And they
status
brag
about
about
them,
this
man.
shit.
And yeah, and they ain't used to be like that though. Back in that day, you didn't brag about that shit like that. Like you didn't brag about it like that. Them dudes in
It's
the
the
80s and the 90s, they didn't really brag about it. They just people just knew. Like it was just like you're a killer, you're a shooter, you that dude.
it's the
Like
drill rap,
yeah, the
the
drill rap
murder rap.
thing.
You
Yeah,
can't. I can't even call it drill rap. It's just murder rap,
exactly.
homicidal music.
Yeah.
So, there's no way to like get these kids under control, huh?
Nah, these ain't kids. These are yo psychopaths, man. Like this guy's a psychopath, man.
Yeah, for real.
He's high. He's probably on like 5 or 6 different drugs. He's high. He's around other people just like him. He's immersed in a world where like anything like, dude, do you understand? Like it's somebody that'll kill him, rush to the studio, write a song about it, upload it online, and then just go about their day.
What the fuck?
And then his boys will be like looking for them to shoot them. Like, yo, this dude is immersed in that shit, man. Most of the drill rappers are. Look at Dirk. He's in prison right now for
Yo, for
like
real.
Young Thug just got out. He just about a skin on his teeth. How many rappers are in prison right now involving shootings and guns and shit? Like, what's that
I know
dude?
that one young guy, TK. I think he's really young. He's
Pooh
really as
Shiesty
fuck.
in prison right now. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Pooh Shiesty. He's in jail. A lot of them are dead too.
Yep,
Like
a lot.
a lot of them, man.
And so they literally I think a lot of them actually get like a rush off of this. Like they get a rush off of,
Yeah, the
you know.
adrenaline. Adrenaline is
Yeah,
addicting.
yeah, exactly.
It's more than adrenaline though. It's also a lot of
Endorphins of
them
all kinds.
addicted to chaos, man. Like a lot of black people are addicted to chaos. They'll create chaos when there is none.
Mm-hmm.
They'll create. I just put up a poll. Everybody hop on the poll. Hop on the poll. Bang on that poll, y'all. But yeah, this is a lot of
Pause.
people. A lot of people. What? Salute the amazing disgrace. He says, what do you think is the single worst influence on the black community? In my opinion, it's rap. Yeah, I mean, I say IQ, man. IQ is the single worst. Let me just play it all the way through so they can hear it, man. So people can hear it.
External influence.
Hey, make this go viral, y'all, because I'm on some real shit right now. Just thinking. If y'all want the murder rate to go fucking down, why y'all on this make a fucking state for straight grade niggas, straight hitters, and let us just kill each other? Let us just go dumb, you hear me? And if the other ones kill outside of the state lines, the government get to kill them or kill y'all. Like, if the ones who won't bang for the rest of our life, let us get a part of the world where we just can bang it. Like, this our life. Like, you can't get mad because we bang. We tired of going to jail for banging. This is some shit we love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang and I'm back on that type of shit. So, like, ain't just too much police shit involved right now. Huh?
DNA.
If niggas think something today, then it's a important person from that side is, man, it's about a nigga who did it going to the feds. If ain't no late night shit. You feel me? Mess facts, man. Hey, make this go viral, y'all, because I'm on some real shit right now. Just thinking. If y'all want the murder rate to go fucking down, why y'all don't make a fucking state for straight grave niggas, straight hitters, and let us just kill each other. Let us just go dumb, you hear me? And if the other ones kill outside of the state lines, the government get to kill them or kill y'all. Like, if the ones won't bang for the rest of our life, let us get a part of the world where we just can bang it. Like, this our life. Like, you can't get mad because we bang. We tired of going to jail for banging. This is some shit we love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang and I'm back on that type of shit. So, like, man, just too much police shit involved right now, man. Like, if niggas think something today, then it's a important person from that side is, man, it's about a nigga who did it going to the feds. If ain't no late night shit. You feel me?
Yo, he is literally a fucking psychopath for real.
Yeah, and listen, here's the thing. This is how crazy gliders are, right? Let's say he get a hit song, right? Kill killing shit, and then it got a dope beat, and he can sit next to Taylor Swift at the Grammys.
That's true.
He can sit next to
I could
Adele at
see
the
that.
Grammys. Facts. You see it all the time. He can sit next to fucking Barbara Streisand at the Grammys and shit.
Yup. That's facts right there. They'll sit next to a literal serial killer.
Yeah. And he could go on he could perform at the Grammys. He could go to all the, you know what I'm saying? He could be in all the same spaces. Because he hot now. He got a hit.
Yeah. It's like King Von. King Von
Yeah.
was a serial killer, but he fucking had a whole bunch of clout because he had like hits and all that.
What happened to Bobby Shmurda?
I mean, he went to jail for 7 years. And then he
Yeah, he
came
got
out,
locked up.
he ain't been able to recreate his movement. His time has passed. Like, he not hot no more. It's new guys. The game has changed. He not hot. It's new people
What if
out
he
here.
shoots some people?
Huh? Yeah,
What
I
if he
mean,
shoots some people? That could help.
yeah, that could help. Definitely. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's
That
just
it's so crazy that killing people gets you clout nowadays.
yeah, but the guys that killing in most cases are, guys like them,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like, killing is illegal, and at the same time, like, I mean, it's a big mess, man. It's a big mess. It's a huge mess. A huge mess. Huge
Definitely.
mess,
Can we
man.
appreciate the sheer entitlement to ask for an entire state? It's
Probably
fucking
grew up on
ridiculous.
welfare. That kid probably grew up on welfare, Section 8,
Food
fucking
stamps.
all types of shit. Yeah, all that shit. So that's then he a black man. He probably been committed he probably should be doing 8,000 years in prison, and he on the street. So I mean, he's very entitled, extremely entitled.
Yeah. Yep.
Think about how many crimes that dude's committed, or how many shootings he's been involved in, or how many, you know what I'm saying, how much stuff he's done.
Yeah. The way he's thinking, he's done a lot. You know, just the way he talks so casual about it. I'm sure that guy's done plenty of shootings and 187s, all that.
Yeah, man.
He don't talk like, hesitating or nothing. He talks about it like if he's going to the grocery store or something. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it is nothing. Like, I mean, like, think about it. Like, these dudes, like, look at some of them crews, man, in the rap that we know about. OTF, they done lost like 10 members that have gotten killed.
Yeah, for
Like,
real. A
a
lot.
lot of these rap crews, yeah, like dudes is dying all the time in their
Yep.
crew.
hmm
And sometimes the main rappers, the ones that's on the mic, they die.
Yep. Like FBG Duck.
Yeah, the FBG, they done lost so many dudes, man.
A lot.
Um, FBG Cash, can't get right.
Yep.
They lost a bunch of dudes, man. They lost FBG Brick. Um,
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
they lost a lot of dudes, man. FBG. I can't even think of all of them. But yeah, let me look at the poll. Let me look at the poll right quick. See how much it's grown. Um, okay, so we had 47 people take it. Take the poll, y'all. Um, are you is um yeah. I meant to say, are you in favor? Damn, I left the word up. And I guess y'all get it. Everyone continue to hit the like button, man. Um,
Hit that like.
I just gotta play this one more time, man. This fucking guy.
Mess face, man. Hey, make this go viral, y'all, because I'm on some real shit right now. Just think, if y'all want the murder rate to go fucking down, why y'all on this make a fucking state for straight grade niggas, straight hitters, and let us just kill each other? Let us just go dumb, you hear me? And if the other ones kill outside of the state lines, the government get to kill them or kill y'all. Like, if the ones won't bang for the rest of our life, let us get a part of the world where we just can bang it. Like, this is our life. Like, you can't get mad because we bang. We tired of going to jail for banging. This is some shit we love to do. Well, what I love to do, I love to bang and I'm back on that type of shit. So, like, ain't just too much police shit involved right now, man. Like, if niggas think something today, then it's a important person from that side is, man, it's bound nigga who did it going to the feds. If ain't no late night shit. You feel me? Mess face, man.
Yo, he's not even considering the innocent people who get killed with the dumb shit he be doing.
It won't be if in their little area, then it just be them.
Oh, they'd find a
So,
way.
yeah, that's true. That's true. They always find a way to hit somebody. We have to have like a forest. That's why I said you gotta do one of them flyover states where it could be mountains on one side and like a impassable forest on the other side, and they could just because they not gonna be able to like reshape the land. These niggas ain't gonna be able to fucking build a dam. They ain't gonna be able to, build a road through the mountains. They ain't gonna be able to
Build a
cut down
fire.
no trees. Yeah, put them out there, and you gonna come back in 5 years, and they gonna be living like fucking Lord of the Flies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a better idea. You tell them that that's what we're going to do, but then when they show up, you actually like kidnap them and imprison them, and then make them, like work in a camp or something.
Just shoot him, yo.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that.
They had a place like that in the Wire. It's called Amsterdam. Amsterdam in the Wire. Um, they had a place
What was
like
the
that.
name?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. And what was that?
It was a place where you could go sell drugs it was like an idea they had the police. This one guy, he became like a police sergeant. And he had an idea like, let me show you. Shout out to The Wire, man. The Wire. Everybody hit the like button. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Amsterdam, man.
That's the good part.
Yeah, Amsterdam's a prediction of the future.
Now you move your people into any designated area I told you about, and you'll have immunity from arrest and prosecution. You're free to make your drops, collect what need collecting. Won't nobody bother you. You got my word on it.
What do you get out of this?
That's a fair question. I want to salvage what's still worth salvaging in my district. And I can't do that with a bunch of young hoppers running around scaring the hell out of decent people. Now, these kids ain't gonna listen to me, but they will listen to y'all. Now, you tell them to move down here and set up a shop, and they will. So the way I got it figured, I motivate you, and you motivate them.
No, that's the trap.
No, you check out the spot. There ain't no cameras, ain't no microphones, nothing. Any cops you see gonna be down right on the perimeter, just to make sure there's no violence. And you watch. You see if it don't work out the way I say.
It's just liberal bullshit pushed all the way. That's what you get.
This here the spot, because Tucky says you're supposed to set up shop here. Amsterdam.
Yeah, this is it. Set up anywhere inside where we got the white flags.
I'm getting ready to roll out.
You just got here. What's wrong?
Ain't nobody around the bar.
Good point. Man needs customers.
I'm saying.
Oh, no.
You can't make me. I'm a sworn fucking police officer.
Oh, no.
So, man, you got that body bag still?
Body bag.
Give it up, motherfucker. Money comes back right now.
Oh, boss, you fucking up, man. You didn't even let me cop before you snatched me up.
Is that some fucking rule?
You call, we haul. You clean? Yeah, of course I'm clean. Stupid ass rookie didn't even give me a chance to call.
This corner is indicted. You move over to Vincent Street or we come back with the bracelets.
Anybody available for complaint of CD is being sold 1,300 Edmonton Calvin. 10-8-23.
Under the line. All out.
What the fuck?
Yo, we got that Rockefeller out here. We got that Rockefeller over here, yo. Over here, we got that Rockefeller, yo. WMD, right chair.
I hear the WMD is the bomb.
WMD, right
He still wants the body bag.
Remember too, yo. WMJ, right chair. WMD, right chair.
Got those spider bags.
Right chair. We got that Rockefeller over here, yo. You got that, yo. You got that Rockefeller, yo.
I ain't got that Rockefeller. Yo, what the fuck?
I mean, really, if you think about free injection sites, what do they call it? They have dope heads can go shoot up.
Yeah, that's what they be doing.
Methadone clinics.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of those in New York City.
Yeah. Man. It ain't going niggas would still kill outside of the I don't even think the murder rate would go down that much. I think because the black people, a lot of their killing is just random. Like they carjack somebody, kill them. You know what I'm saying? They do a robbery, kill the cashier. Like black people, all that. A very few of our killings is. I mean, not more than half of our killings are like not like gang related. They just like somebody
Incidental.
looked at somebody funny or like at the club. Like you want to shut down all the clubs too. Because how you gonna have the club open on and how you gonna get them their state and then have the club open on the
No
outside?
solutions. Remember, no solutions.
Damn, I love me the club. And the fucking Sunman fucked it up.
Coverage after a man has been arrested in connection to the New Year's Day triple homicide at a gas station in State Line,
Damn.
Mississippi. Drexler Johnson was arrested this morning and charged with accessory after the fact, according to the Greene County Sheriff. Her Ashlyn Mitchell is in State Line. Ashlyn, is Johnson the gunman they've been looking for?
Lenise, the sheriff says he can't answer that question right now, and it's unclear as to what Johnson's alleged connection is to the brazen crime that happened just feet away from me here at the Clark's gas station on St. Peter Street in State Line. But this is what we do know. Investigators say they won't stop fighting for justice for all three victims. Now, deputies say the masked gunman was waiting outside the back of the building for the gas station to open on New Year's Day, then went inside, robbed the station, and shot the clerk, a customer, and killed another person outside the store. The victims were identified as Rhonda Denson, Lester Campbell, and Jason Thornton. The sheriff's office says they recovered a stolen vehicle 4 miles down the road off Highway 42, but the suspect was nowhere in sight. Now, on our way to State Line earlier today, we noticed a large law enforcement presence at the intersection of Highway 57 and the Highway 45 shortcut. We saw several deputies briefly stopping every car as they passed through that area, which was about a mile from the Clark's gas station where we are now. Now, deputies wouldn't say if this is connected to the ongoing investigation. Rewards for information leading to the suspect's arrest have climbed to $100,000 provided by several groups in this area. Now, after spending some time out here today, it's a tragedy that's rocked the tight-knit community of Greene County. People we spoke to earlier say while they are glad there has been an arrest, they won't be able to rest easy until they know the person who pulled the trigger is behind bars. Now, a first-degree murder charge for Johnson in a separate case was dropped this past summer when a judge determined there was not sufficient evidence. If you want to learn more about that case, you can head on over to fox10tv.com. But for now, reporting live in State Line, Ashley Mitchell, Fox 10 News.
All right, Ashlyn. And yes, Fox News Investigates is uncovering more information about Johnson's criminal history. He was charged with first-degree murder this past summer. During a preliminary hearing, the charges were dropped. The judge citing, as Ashlyn mentioned, not enough evidence in the case. At the time, Johnson was accused in the death of John Harris Walker Jr. The judge said even though the charges were dropped, the case could still be brought before a grand jury for further prosecution. Prior to that, Johnson spent close to a decade in the Mississippi Department of Corrections system for stealing guns and other weapons from a Waynesboro drugstore.
Damn, what a fucking asshole. You imagine you're just trying to work your shift and some fucking maniac just walks in there and just shoots you for no reason.
One woman who grew up in Altadena says it was more than a neighborhood. This was the beacon of opportunity because it was one of California's first middle-class Black communities. Joining me now is Allison Carlisle, who lost her childhood home in the Eaton fire. Her aunt, uncle, and cousin's home a couple blocks away also destroyed. Allison, first of all, so glad that you are able to speak with us and you are safe. So sorry about the devastation. Tell us about how your dad, and tell us about your dad and how he tried to save your childhood home.
Thank you, Phil. My dad, he stayed until the water cut off. He tried to water the roof, he tried to water the yard, and he said that he had a pretty good handle on it, but then the carport caught on fire, the water stopped, it spread to the bushes, which spread to the garage, which was connected to the house, and he couldn't do anything. And then at that point, he left him and the dog.
It must have been terrifying. How is he doing?
He is doing okay. He has some burns on his fingers. One of his eyebrows is singed and he's having nightmares, but he's just trying to pick up the pieces and figure out how to move forward.
But incredibly brave. Glad he is doing okay as well. We understand that your relatives who live just blocks away also lost their home.
Yes, there's 4 total homes lost, one being my grandparents' home, which my grandparents bought 51 years ago. My aunt and cousin live there now. I also lived there from birth until I was 4 years old. This is kind of the cornerstone to not only my immediate family, but my extended family. They would always come here and we would always have celebrations, spend holidays, and as you can see, it's also gone.
Elson, tell us about growing up in Altadena and the cultural significance, as I mentioned, it has as an historically Black middle-class neighborhood.
Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. You get to see people of color that are very successful, but also other races.
Yay.
There's many other races that are there. It's kind of a melting pot. Everyone is always willing to help, which we've seen this week. It's really like a small town right outside of kind of a big town. Like if you're from Altadena, you say you're from Altadena, you don't say you're from Pasadena. Like you want to make that distinguishment because it's just a great place to grow up, a great place to live, a lot of small businesses, a lot of culture, a lot of community, just helping each other succeed and grow this community to be what it was. And we will continue.
Yeah.
Who believes that? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I've never heard of Altadena until recently, till a few days ago. Who believes that Altadena is what this woman says it is? Press 1 if you believe that.
I don't believe
You'll have to prove it to me.
It's really like a small town right outside of kind of a big town. Like if you're from Altadena, you say you're from Altadena, you don't say you're from Pasadena. Like you want to make that distinguishment because it's just a great place to grow up, a great place to live, a lot of small
Gliders built it.
businesses,
Sons
a
moved
lot
in.
of culture, a lot of community, just helping each other succeed and grow this community to be what it was. And we will continue.
Yeah, and that was my next question. We were just showing some pictures of the Altadena Community Church burning.
Yes,
which
that's
is
1 block away from my mother's house.
Yeah, it's all so horrific, and it's gone now, just like so many other things in the area. You say moving forward, there are times like these when there's a catastrophe and some people just don't have it in them to rebuild. But the community you're describing isn't that.
No. Everyone's going to be strong. We have the support of people outside the community to lift us up and continue on and rebuild. We have to rebuild and keep our land. This is a historically Black area. It's a hodgepodge of all different races. Lots of generations live here. People don't really leave if you don't have to. So we have to rebuild. We have to make Altadena what it was, the beautiful Altadena. You see lots of license plates. That's a beautiful Altadena. We have to make.
Okay, so let's see.
Should be interesting. See if they can pull it off. Because she sounds pretty driven.
You sound crazy to me.
Well, they have all the money. Like, people will give them all the money they fucking need and more.
Yeah, and then they spend it on a bunch of bullshit.
Let me see.
Most likely.
Let me see. Trying to see what
I went down to South Seattle. I spent time there over the weekend, and just the trash, the level of trash, is the first thing that stuck out to me. That's where all the Suns live. But yeah, it all just hit me when I saw that.
Fucking disgusting.
Because you got to get out and walk around to notice it. If you're driving, you don't really see it.
Can't even find nothing on Altadena that's not linked to this fire, man. I want to see, man. I want to see if this is really possible, man. Did they have a black utopia in California? Because gang culture is so big in California, like Southern California, especially Southern California with the Bloods and the Crips and shit like that. So this is Pasadena. Okay, Altadena is like Pasadena. She says people from Altadena don't say they're from Pasadena, but when I'm looking up, it's saying that it's like the same thing. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is shout out to Kimberly, man. Kimberly Ashcraft. She says George Carlin's great idea to deter crime was similar to Olympics and live on TV. Instead of games, inmates would face a variety of reprimands. Fun for people to watch and maybe even better. Shout out to Kimberly.
Shout out, Kimberly.
Yeah, George
for your
Carlin was the
support.
man. Definitely one
George
of my
Carlin
favorites.
was suspect.
Juice Crew, right?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think he served their purposes. But
But he
he
was
dropped
funny,
some
though.
truth a little bit, I guess.
He was funny.
Yeah, man. Juice Crew, man. Let's see let's see what's going on out here in Altadena, Pasadena, man. It's the same thing, man. They the same fucking thing, man. They trying to make it seem like they different. They the same. They the same black. They the same thing.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the Pasadena Devil Lanes. Pasadena Devil Lane Bloods, also known as PDL, are a black American gang located on the northwest side of Pasadena, California. They are considered the largest blood gang in San Gabriel Valley, with over 300 active members.
It's a nice place, right?
The Devil Lane Bloods, and have been around since the 1980s. Their territory sits on Fair Oaks Avenue and stretches from West Mountain Street all the way to East Orange Grove Boulevard. The heart of their neighborhood is around Robinson Park. The lanes have also expanded into areas such as Antelope Valley, Monrovia, and Arcadia. Some of their allies include Crenshaw Mafia, Project Gangsta Bloods, and Weirdo Gangsta Bloods. A few of their rivals include the Altadena Block Crips, Pasadena Raven Avenue
Oh,
Crips.
they rivals with the Altadena Block Crips. Let me see. Okay, these dudes are rivals with the Altadena Block Crips, man. Wow, who would have known, man? That lady said it was such a beautiful neighborhood.
Include Crenshaw
Hey, Ark, I
Mafia,
got a question.
Project Gangsta Bloods, and Weirdo.
If there was, two Sunmen, one was a Blood and one was a Crip, and they were both, pretty hardcore bangers, and they weren't wearing their colors or anything, like, would you be able to tell the difference? Is there any difference?
Yeah, these guys don't know each other from juvenile hall. These guys been in juvenile hall together, county jail. Like these dudes, like they know each other. They know who's who. Like, yeah, they it's not like they might not like know each other like as far as friends, but they know who's who, and the tattoos on the face and all that stuff. Yeah, these dudes know. Like, oh yeah, that nigga he from such and such. He from such and such. They know that.
Gangsta Bloods. A few of their rivals include the Altadena Block Crips, Pasadena Raven Avenue Crips, and Do Rock Crips. On December 22nd, 2016, Brandon Douglas, who was from PDL, was on the 1200 block of North Fair Oaks Avenue when a Do Rock member pulled up and let off shots. Brandon Douglas was hit multiple times and died from his gunshot wounds. On January 7th, 2017, PDL members were gathered for a visual for Brandon Douglas when a car drove by with 5 Do Rock Crip members inside. They then let off shots, which fatally wounded Armani Duncan and Antonio Sutphin Jr. 2 others were also hit, but they survived. The very next day, a PDL member was on the 100 block of Pepper Street when a black male walked up and started firing. The PDL member was wounded, but survived the attack. A few hours later, a group of Do Rock members were outside on the 400 block of Pamela Road when 3 PDL members came through and started shooting, striking 2 people. On January 15th and January 16th, there were multiple drive-by shootings reported in both Pasadena and Duarte. Nobody was hitting those drive-bys. On January 17th, police found Corin Hensley and Lavelle Brown shot to death in a crash sedan on the 2200 block of Larchmont Street. Police believe that it was connected to the Pasadena shootings. 8 Do Rock Crip members were ultimately charged with murder. On February 17, 2021, members of the ABC Crips and Do Rock Crips were gathered for a funeral party on the 1500 block of North Solano Avenue. A PDL member then walked up towards the party and let off shots. Once the PDL member fired the initial shots, at least 5 members of the ABC party ran from the home's backyard to the front yard and began firing recklessly at the PDL member. Bullets struck several homes and vehicles in the neighborhood. 5 ABC and Do Rock Crip members were hit with a federal weapons charge stemming from the shootout. On January 19, 2011, at around 8 p.m., Donnell Taylor, who's from PDL, was sitting on the front step of his porch on Summit Avenue. A black male then walked up and asked, "What up, blood?" Donnell told the male that his name was Touche. The male put out a gun and just said, "Yeah," and started shooting. Donnell was shot 4 times and died from a gunshot wound to the heart. The main suspect's girlfriend became a paid informant and began to record conversations between her and him. Stephen Wright, from ABC Crips, was ultimately convicted of first-degree murder. As of July 2013, Ronald Gibson had known Isaac Ross, who was from PDL, for about a month. They first met when Ronald was dating Isaac's sister, Tiana. On July 7, 2013, Isaac's baby mama called Ronald to help her change a tire. She said that Isaac was supposed to do it, but he had been gone for a couple of weeks. Ronald, along with his cousin Marcus, went to her house and changed her tire for her. On July 9, 2013, Marcus drove Isaac from Victorville to San Bernardino. While they were on their way, Tiana called him and told him not to come because Isaac was coming with his homeboys with some guns to go look for him. Isaac also called Ronald's phone accusing him of trying to fuck his baby mama. Rather than visit Tiana, Ronald and Marcus went to go visit their cousin Ryan, who stayed in the projects in San Bernardino. While they were there, they got a call saying that Isaac was on his way. Ronald and Marcus were outside talking to Ryan when Isaac and a few of his homeboys pulled up in a gray Ford. Isaac got out and started jogging towards Ronald. He said, "I want to catch the fade with you and your cousin. Where your cousin at?" Ronald then said, "I don't know what's going on right now." At that point, Isaac pulled a revolver out of his waistband and cocked it back. In the meantime, Marcus ran away into Ryan's house. Isaac grabbed Ronald by the shirt and said, "I don't want to make a mess right here. Come over here between the cars." He pinned Ronald between his vehicle and another car. He then pointed a gun at Ronald's head and chest. Ronald tried to move to keep the gun away from his head, but Isaac said, "If you keep moving, I'm gonna pop you." Isaac then put his hands in Ronald's pockets and said, "Where the money at?" Ronald then said, "Man, I ain't got nothing but $20. Isaac said, "Run that shit on Bloods. On PDL, I need that." Ronald then said, "Is this really how it's going in for me? I'm gonna die from this raggedy ass gun?" At that point, Isaac fired one shot. When the gun went off, Ronald quick ducked his head to avoid getting hit from the bullet. In the meanwhile, Isaac's friends were in the car yelling, "Man, shoot that nigga, Blood." Isaac then used his left hand to punch Ronald in the face, then got back in the car and drove off. Isaac Ross, from PDL, was ultimately convicted of attempted murder. On June 7, 2007, Kevin Colvin, who was from PDL, was at Jen's Burger, which is a known blood hangout in Altadena. Kevin was talking to Ricky, who was a gang specialist for the Pasadena Police Department.
A known blood hangout in Altadena.
Wow, what a surprise.
It's the biggest like chapter of the Bloods is there in Pasadena.
Was ultimately convicted of attempted murder. On June 7, 2007, Kevin Colvin, who was from PDL, was at Jen's Burger, which is a known blood hangout in Altadena. Kevin was talking to Ricky, who was a gang specialist for the Pasadena Police Department, when a black male with a blue bandana drove up, threw gang signs, and made his finger into a gun. He then said, "Don't make me catch your ass
his
slipping."
finger into a gun.
5 days later, Kevin was walking outside of his home on the 1600 block of Marengo when the same black male walked up and started shooting. Kevin was hit multiple times, but he survived. Damon Franklin, from the Raymond Avenue Crips, was ultimately convicted of attempted murder. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Pretty cool video, but nothing new. I mean, these guys
That ain't
don't
what
get the
she said.
message.
That ain't what she said though, man. She lied to us, man.
Yeah, true.
That chick lied to us, man.
She
Why you
straight
lie?
lied. She
Why you
tried to get
lie,
us
man?
to move over there.
Yeah, and that's just one set from out there, man. That ain't like that's one set, one crew from out there that they was talking. PDL, Pasadena, and ABC, Altadena Blood. There were two crews. That was just two sets. They got plenty of like the whole area is every neighborhood is either a Blood or Crip set. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like they was only talking about the story of two of them.
We have to make.
Yeah, and that was my next question. We were just showing some pictures of the Altadena Community Church burning,
Yes,
which
that's
is
1 block away from my mother's house.
yeah, it's all so horrific, and it's gone now, just like so many other things in the area. You say moving forward.
See, we the only channel that's gonna do the research, man. When these sisters be lying, man. The only one that's gonna do the research. Most shows, I ain't gonna lie, most shows I watch, and I'm not talking about Chaotic. I always think Chaotic is the only show on YouTube. It's way more live streams on YouTube than Chaotic. But when most shows, they would have just took her word for it. Press 1. Most shows would have just took her word for it. Press 1.
There are times like these when there's a catastrophe and some people just don't have it in them to rebuild, but the community you're describing isn't that.
No. Everyone's going to be strong. We have the support of people outside the community to lift us up and continue on and rebuild. We have to rebuild and keep our land. This is a historically Black area. It's a hodgepodge of all different races. Lots of generations live here. People don't really leave if you don't have to. So we have to rebuild. We have to make Altadena what it was, the beautiful Altadena. You see lots of license plates that say beautiful Altadena. We have to.
Let me tell you something. When the Bloods and this person says you didn't actually look up anything about the city, though. You looked up one specific thing and you can find bad things about any city. Let me tell you about when there's Bloods and Crips in the city, right? Every neighborhood has to get down, right? So you can't just be a neighborhood that's not repping a Bloods or Crips.
That's true.
All the neighborhoods, yeah, because it's like a virus. Like you don't want to be a mark. You don't want to be a victim. You don't want to be preyed upon. So the little kids, the young men in this community, they gonna either choose. And hold on, in the last generation, the guys who was teens 50 years ago made it a blood and Crip neighborhood. These kids now was born into it. They didn't choose the. If you live here, if you live on Johnson Street, you're a Crip. If you live on Smith Street, you're a blood. And all
And what does RJ mean when he says bad things? Because that's pretty open for interpretation. And if the bar is murder, then no, you cannot find that in any city.
Rampant, like out of control, broad daylight murder at like a scale that is like incalculable. Like think about Altadena, she lives. Could she live that life she lives where it's black people and maybe she goes to a bookstore? There's a black bookstore there, and she goes there every once in a while to read. And then there's a cafe where she hangs out at sometimes, and she goes to work at her job or her office building, and she just stays out of the way. Yeah, that could be her life. But to pass this place off as if it's some Black Wall Street shit or something, it's bullshit. This is a gang infested hellhole. It didn't take long to find it. I didn't have to.
Hey, there's places you're afraid you might get shot if you live there. There's places you're not afraid you might get shot.
Yeah.
To make it what it was.
It'll be beautiful.
Even better.
It'll be beautiful. Yeah, and even better again. Allison, let me ask you one final question. With such a tight-knit community and so many people who have lost so much, how are you all coming together and helping those who may...
Tight-knit community, and they're literally like at war. Like every neighborhood's at war with some clique at some time. And those are the men and the young men in the community. Those are the children's fathers. Those are the children's fathers. Those are the sons of the women. That's not like something that you just shake a stick at. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's some kids there that's not involved in the gangs. Yes, I got you, but it's rampant.
Maybe have lost everything as opposed to just losing some things.
Yeah, so luckily we're in a social media time. So there's been a lot of information, a lot of outreach. We have a GoFundMe. People are donating. So people are reaching out to me, classmates I haven't talked to in years, personal friends, and they're bringing stuff to me, donating to me so I can distribute to my family. Anything extra we have, we're distributing to other families and donation centers. So it's getting to a point where it's almost too much, but it's too much love that's out there. Everyone is willing to give the clothes in their closet, the food from their own houses to people that have nothing.
Yeah, if it's going to be too much love, if people will take. Allison Carlisle, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to share your family's harrowing story and all it has lost over the past couple of weeks.
Every black community is like this to some degree. So, yeah, if you're not involved in the gang culture, you can kind of like distance yourself from it.
It's such a damn lie.
But to try to pass it off as if it's some great place, no, this is fucking out to listen, man. This is what it is, man. Altadena Bloods, man. Look, this is Altadena right here.
All right, what up, y'all? We back. We still waiting on One Eye. One Eye has some sort of...
They see you fit to go to a camp, because you could walk away from a camp. You can.
So people from my tribe, hear me, brothers. We're gonna have to build this, man, to be a part of it.
So with all your, with your organization and all your hookups, you think you'll be able to get enough financial help to be able to get brothers again? Because I know you got homeboys that know construction.
Going to put out a fire. I'm just saying extreme measures for, extreme events.
These guys are from this is Altadena Block Crips. Turf burned down tonight. So the Altadena Block Crips turf burned down in the fire yesterday. So that's good, right?
You mean like the government's property? They don't own shit.
Guess what? They gotta move. Guess what? They gotta move. They gotta find new territory. So they gotta go. So yeah, the Altadena Block Crips, they left that out of CBS left that out of their story.
I understand. I understand your science and the seawater drying everything out, killing plants and whatnot. But we're just talking about using it to put out some fire.
All right, we got Goldie, One Eye up in here.
What's up, OG Juice? What's up, Kev Matt?
Hey, what's up, brother? How's your family doing?
The family's good, man. Just a lot of friends and other close, the homies, the tribes. We lost it all, man. We lost everything.
Yeah.
But as my
Sorry.
been saying, man, we gonna keep it Altadena strong. Big
Yeah.
man with that today, Altadena strong. That's what we saying, man.
That's right.
Casper said if y'all got love for Altadena, make sure you show your support to them.
Right.
Man, that's why I was a part of the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army had crews that would go out and fight California fires.
Yeah.
So tell us, Goldie, when you first heard of the fires and how you felt about your old community, or do you still have a residence there?
I no longer have a residence there, but we do a lot of community work under My Tribe Rise there. So we moved out a few years ago, but I always come back. It's like I never left. That's home. That's family.
Wonder why he left.
Bro, I was watching television like everybody else, man. And the first thing I saw was the Pacific Palisades fire. Right?
Yeah.
That's the first one I saw. As time went on, the wind started picking up. Amber started flying. Then, next thing you know, it's in Eden Canyon, right next to Altadena, on the far east side of Altadena, Eden Canyon. That happens every 4 or 5 years. I'm used to it. I'm thinking, oh, there's some fires. That happens every now and then. Normally it just burned on the mountainside. They put it out. We good. No problem. You might lose a few homes, but nothing major. As time went on, man, that shit started spreading towards the west side of Altadena. It started going towards where we reside, where the homies at, the community. And man, 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses. The wind blowing, it's like a tumbleweed, just rolling and just catching everything in its path, man. Unfortunately, Altadena, the community, has suffered major damage, man, throughout the community. It's almost like an atomic bomb hit the city, and everything is destroyed in its path, man. When I say everything. It was devastating, man. I know people, I'll let you speak. I know people that had to leave because people was woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you got to evacuate. So some people wasn't prepared. They had to leave everything. Some people had to leave their animals in the kennel and just leave. Not, because at this time, it's not close to your home, but it's getting near. But, they want to evacuate you early enough to grab a few things and go. So, man, this animals that was caught in kennels, man, they burnt up. People came back. It's terrible, man. Animals, dogs, that's like a family member as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Goldie, you sent me a little video, small video, and the whole block was torn down. So I had a question for you that my audience would probably be interested in.
Yeah.
You took me to your hood to do an interview where I introduced Killer Martin to the world.
Right.
How's that place?
It's gone, brother.
Kevin lost his house.
That's gone. The homie Kev. Killer Martin lost his place.
Killer Martin lost his place too, y'all. In Altadena, man. Killer Martin.
His place is gone as well. And he had a cool
Be
ass
hard for him to
patio,
keep
man.
killing now.
Could go out on a patio, man, and overlook the whole Los Angeles.
Now listen, man. I think this is horrible, man. Whether these guys are gangbangers, whether this is a gang infested neighborhood, this is sad, man. Because I mean, kids, families, you know, these people got families and kids and all this shit, and the gangbangers ain't paying the note. That's one thing we know. Press one. The gangbanger is not paying the fucking mortgage. Okay, he just live there, man, eating up all the kids' snacks and shit.
What if he's really high ranking?
Nah, man, ain't no nigga. Nigga can make $1 million, ain't gonna buy no property, man. So yeah, so like, this is sad, man. Yeah, man. Salute, man. Any final thoughts, guys? Okay. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Peace out.